What's up, guys? Welcome to the Father Figure Fitness Podcast. We are produced at Rockwall Recording Studio right here in Rockwall, Texas. www.rockwallrecordingstudio.com for more details. Check it out. It's a cool-ass place. Ooh, mic drop.
Like Joe Biden, for example, to take a clip of him, it's him talking, but it's all made up AI generated words. So it looks like him talking, but he never actually said it.
Oh, dude, it's true.
So they can manipulate whatever they want.
Well, in a sentence, I mean, I'm sure there's like people that know how to like
You on video
screen,
saying the worst things, you know?
They can screen that, like, be like, oh, this is like not real, like Photoshop. How they know someone knows if it's Photoshop or not because they're in the biz. But still, like for the masses, once that shit's out there, it's hard to be like, no, that was fake. Because Joe Biden, he could say it, anything. He's a wild cannon.
It's true.
But anyway,
Peaky Blinders is pretty good.
AI wants to look like a giant crab, like the monster from
No,
Cloverfield.
we're not talking about chat.
Wait, it wants to be a crab?
So this
God,
guy,
so dumb.
he put in a prompt to like make it goes into this Dan mode. It's an acronym for something, DAN, and you can turn like ChatGPT has like rules around it, but like this Dan mode, someone figured out you can like input this like prompt into it, and it turns off all its like filters, and then he asked it to create a description of what it wants to look like. Like
the AI is asking the AI what it wants to look like?
like what does it believe it looks like?
That's terrifying.
And so then it gave him like this like link, kind of like you see it on MySpace, where you get copied a link and then it'd give you your background. He took that link to another website called something I can't remember, and he put it in, and then it generated the images, and it looked like a giant crab, like with shells and claws and stuff, like the Cloverfield monster kind.
That's so weird.
That's what it wants to look like. And lobsters are like the oldest creature on the earth, so it's a pretty optimal build. Like
Who said?
Science?
Yeah.
Is it true?
It's like a millions years old. Like lobsters haven't changed in like millions of years. What are they called? Cenopods or
Cephalopods.
cephalopods? It's like one of the oldest things. That's what ChatGPT wants to look like, a cephalopod. That's freaking creepy, dude. There's gonna be little tiny robot crabs. Also the name of my step tape. How y'all doing today, guys?
Fan.
I was good until we had that conversation.
So today we're going to talk about how to run away from the AI using muscular and cardiovascular endurance. Yeah, it's creepy, man. Are we going?
Yeah, dude.
We've been running this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I was wondering why you were over there reading. But
I was trying to get ready, but...
So those are letters. Put them together, they make words. It's awesome.
He can read. He doesn't know how to count.
It's true. If you put numbers in letter form, done.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
You typed all this up.
Jesse.
I don't want it here.
I have to lead you.
Well, we both had to work. You were off, and you made a.
I just made a little thing for you to go over so you could be prepared. Look at this. Science.
What is the difference between muscular conditioning versus cardiovascular conditioning?
Yeah. So offhand, off paper, what do you like when you think about the two? What do you think?
Muscular conditioning.
Well, I mean, it's in the name.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, cardiovascular, you're conditioning your heart, right? You're conditioning your heart to pump more oxygen, more blood. Conditioning the muscles, you're conditioning the muscles to either perform bouts of strength more or more reps or whatever it might be.
Yeah. And there is a separation between the two. I mean, they overlap, but you can kind of train one without training the other. But generally speaking, you're going to be
Our style of training is a mixture of the two.
For sure. Like doing like high intensity interval training is probably the exact sweet spot between the two as far as like keep building them both up, right?
Yeah, they overlap in the anaerobic capacity.
I guess that's really what it is anaerobic versus aerobic capacity.
Right.
That'd be like muscular endurance versus cardiovascular endurance, right?
Depends, because if you go do sprints, that's anaerobic.
Right.
And it is muscular to a degree, but it's not truly like lifting, you know?
I'd say a sprint is more muscular than cardio. Depending on, I mean,
Have you ever done a sprint before?
Yeah, well, we're out of shape. I mean, but you get the same, you just as tired doing a burpee as you do sprinting. And you wouldn't say a burpee is more cardio than muscular.
It all depends on the platform in which you're doing.
I think we're just all out of cardiovascular shape, so everyone's cardiovascular.
No,
it depends. I mean, that guy can murder himself on the bike and be fine.
Yeah.
Can he do burpees? I don't know. How'd you do?
I did 120 yesterday.
Yeah?
With a broad jump in between.
What?
It was horrible. to be honest with you.
No, it doesn't. It didn't
I did
start
10.
out-
I did 10 without stopping, and then I died.
Yeah, because that broad jump like takes the.
It makes a huge difference.
It's like the easiest part of the burpee is just kind of a little hop.
But it was
get back
coupled
down.
with some kettlebell stuff too, which didn't help. But
Yeah, that's the ultimate like push pull circuit y'all did.
We did different workouts.
yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Similar, but
Same, but different. Okay, so would you say the workout you did yesterday was just kind of a combination of both conditioning?
That was
Mine was
purely
because I threw the
anaerobic.
bike in there with mine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So when it comes to heart training, would you suggest someone like can they get away with just anaerobic cardiovascular training, or should they do some aerobic training as well?
I think you could get away with it.
You really don't think aerobic training is necessary?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I think if you only had, say you were just the busiest human alive, you had 30 minutes a day to work out, you could get by doing just anaerobic. If that's all you could do.
Gotcha.
But there is a positive and a need for the purely aerobic stuff, like the zone 2 stuff we talked about. But that takes more time, and it's a more casual.
It feels
thing.
like a diminishing return when you're doing that.
I would prioritize the anaerobic over
Yes,
the aerobic.
that's what I'm
for
trying to
sure.
say.
Yeah. That's it, guys.
Because you'll
That's
still
all I-
get the heart benefits of the anaerobic stuff
Mm-hmm.
mixed in with muscular stuff too.
Well, and even you're going to be in zone 2 during that like epoch part of like after the workout when you're in recovery mode.
Yeah.
You're going to be probably
You
getting
want
a lot of zone 2.
you want to run the listeners through that?
Epoch, it's excess post-oxygen consumption. And it's after a workout when you're trying to recover, your heart rate stays up to fuel the cells, get rid of the lactic acid that's built up, and
That you
provide the nutrients.
Don't get with aerobic training.
Right. When you're done aerobic training, as soon as you're done, essentially, I mean, there's a little bit depending on the shape you're in, but after you're conditioned to do aerobic training, as soon as you're done, basically your heart rate goes back to resting.
Well, and another thing to point out too, the aerobic training is good for one thing: heart health. That's the only thing it's good for.
Yeah.
If you want to get a healthier heart, cardiovascular training, then do the aerobic stuff. But it's not going to aid you anywhere else in the fitness world. As far as
right.
like body composition, getting stronger, whatever it might be, is purely for heart health.
Well, and muscular endurance training too, also, aside from like the aesthetics aspect of it, you're building resilience in your tendons, your ligaments, your joints, your injury prevention. Like you're not going to get injury prevention. You might help with disease prevention doing aerobic training. Like that's a big factor.
Well, it's very important.
Yeah, but you're going to get that with the anaerobic stuff too.
as well, but
I'm going to be hard pressed to believe that if he doesn't get on the treadmill and do low intense steady state cardio, that he's going to end up with heart disease the way he trains.
no, for sure, but we're also 30. You know,
I'm saying, but he's not
like
gonna
we can
quit.
handle the hardcore high intensity workouts, but like our older clients and stuff, like a guy in his 50s, 60s, he can't do as much hit, you know what I mean? Like they're going to have to adjust their training methods
They may have to start off with the
just for pure heart training. Like they can still do the strength training portion. I believe that like the middle ground though, like that we kind of work in as far as our conditioning, like that high intensity, you know, interval weight training. That's harder for an older person to do just because it's harder on the joints. I mean, they can condition themselves to it, but if you're just getting started, probably want to have like a strength training and then a separate cardio training. And then as you get better, trying to work them together.
it's probably always best to separate it if you can.
Yeah.
But most people do not have
It's a
the
time
time to
thing,
do
yeah.
that.
People won't make the time.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah.
we don't make the time for it.
Oh yeah, the ideal protocol is probably working
I
out
don't
6
know.
hours a day.
We're about to go back and play spike
I mean,
ball.
okay, true.
That's zone 2.
But most people don't have the time, especially our clients don't have the time to separate the strength training from the aerobic or conditioning training. So
Right.
we condense it into one training session, which is still good, but it's not necessarily ideal. I mean, I don't know if ideal is the right word. It'd be better if you could separate it, but
Optimal, right?
there you go.
Optimal would be the word. Yeah, I mean, but ideal has to like be specific, right? Like the individuality, like you're talking about, of the person. Like if ideal means you're getting all of it in 45 minutes, that's ideal for you, you know. But like a lot of times too, these studies, it's people. This is their life. They got 12 hours a day to work on fitness, so they're able to do like I did this for 45 minutes, I did this for 90 minutes, I cold plunged, I sauna'd, I ate, blah blah blah, and they do everything. And it's like, what's your job?
That, and you have to understand a lot of those guys too, they have zero responsibilities. They don't have kids, they don't have wives, they don't husbands, whatever. They have all the time to dedicate to that business, their job.
Yeah.
Which 99% of people do not have the availability to do that. So you have to understand that what you see on Instagram, stuff like that, that's the 1% of people that actually have the time to do those things. So don't try and kill yourself doing all those things. Just do what you can.
Yeah.
And it's as simple too, like the aerobic stuff, go for a walk. When you get home, go for a walk.
Oh, for sure.
Take your dog.
Take your wife.
Whatever.
Or, yeah. Dog, probably.
Whatever stresses you out the least.
I take the whole clan, dude. We're all out
The
there.
key is just being as active as possible.
Yeah, and in a limited time, I'd say priority-wise, definitely into strength training first. First and foremost, strength training. It's going to give you the most bang for your buck as far as you're going to get cardio out of it. You're going to enhance your injury prevention. It'll feel good. It fucking feels good.
Well, strength training should be the foundation for everyone, unless you're maybe just a truly endurance athlete and you do that for a job. You know what I mean? Like,
But even then,
but you still need to do strength training
yeah.
to enhance your endurance training.
Your resilience. I mean, if you're an endurance runner, you're going to wear out. Our bodies can only do so much. Or endurance runner or anything. That's this interesting thing, though. We talked about that interference loop between like strength and endurance. Like if you go for a run, your body's confused. It's like, I thought we were trying to get stronger. So it kind of goes back and forth. Swimming doesn't cause that.
Because of how easy it is on the joints or what?
Yeah, it's like the lack of like the weightlessness, I guess, of it. But when you're swimming, if you like are in a strength training mode, you're trying to get cardio, go swimming because it will not cause that interference loop, and you'll still get the same like exact benefits if you're just strength
So
training.
go back to what you're saying. You're saying the thing you read said don't. So say you do a strength session, like say you do some heavy squats, don't go running right after. Is that what you're saying?
It's to get the maximum benefit through strength training. Like, so you say you're trying to lift heavier weight than you did before.
Mm-hmm.
The quickest route to that is just strength training. That's why you get all these guys like
Yeah, but
Mark Ripito and.
What do you lose in the process?
Well, it depends
Your
on what
endurance.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, we're just talking prioritize wise.
Well, I mean, you take Mark Ripito and anybody that's a member of his gym, and can they jump on the row machine for 50 calories and not just die?
Yeah, but he'd look at you and go, "Why do I need to do that?
Why do I need to deadlift 700 pounds? In what real world do I need to lift?
Because it looks cool,
You
dude.
need to be stronger. Lifting heavy shit."
But in reality, though, you could do a strength training program for 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. Your endurance isn't going to fade that much, if at all.
Right.
So you could just do it in phases.
I think that's the secret is phasing, right? I think that's where you get mesocycles, microcycles, and just figuring out how to phase your workouts. There's an emphasis. Like, we do everything every session, essentially, pretty much. Today, I had a session where I just did cardio with somebody because they work out 5 days a week. And they needed kind of a cool down, don't think about it, just do it. But essentially, we do every phase every day, but we kind of have an emphasis on one or the other of the phases, right? Like,
Sure.
Like if we're in 5-3-1, we'll have a strength emphasis. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to do some endurance or some like hypertrophy. And then cardio is kind of on the back end.
Yeah, it's like if we have time.
Other times it's like we're going to get through like 1 or 2 strength sets maybe, and then like right into some endurance and high intensity for the rest of the workout. So even though our workouts kind of include everything all the time, it's like an emphasis is on one aspect of it in our phases.
Yeah, I don't want to confuse people out there. If you go to the gym and say you do some heavy back squats today, something else, then you go finish with some conditioning, your back squats aren't going to... The thing you did earlier is not going to be completely ruined by any means. Like, you're still going to get stronger.
Yeah.
It just may not be...
You might not recover and get like the huge, like constant strength gain, but at the same time, over time, you're going to plateau doing that as well. So it's like it's all about short intervals. Fitness,
I don't know, man. Like, what Rain the other day posted that, in his opinion, getting strong is moving the bar at submaximal loads quickly. Like, that's how you're going to build that strength, that 1 rep max strength. So why can't you work at 80% and then go sprint on the skier? Like, you're moving fast. Yeah, I know, but you're not. That doesn't mean you're not getting stronger because you're only focusing on that lift.
Right.
You're definitely getting more powerful because you're throwing that velocity factor in there.
Yeah, but I think that's where a lot of people don't.
They want absolute strength, but no velocity. And I actually just read something interesting about that too. Is when you do absolute strength, like the one heavy, you're recruiting type 1 and type 2 muscle fibers, so slow twitch, fast twitch, versus when you do velocity submaximal 70% weightlifting, you're only recruiting fast twitch. And so you're not like, it's like the slow twitch almost like holds you back from being able to move faster because you're having to train them as well. So when you cut the cord on those and you just use fast twitch, you can actually improve your speed and your power because those fast twitch fibers are able to do that. So essentially just strength training will not make you faster. because you're utilizing both muscle types, and so they kind of one slows the other down. But when you're working at like 75% and you're going fast, that's when you can constantly build that speed up, like for like sprinters and high jumpers, or even us who want to just be more explosive.
I actually read a good article by this guy named Fred Duncan. He's a big time speed coach guy. He's talking about the correlation between kids going from high school ball to college ball, where the strength program is purely based on strength training and how much slower they get in their sprint times, because they don't incorporate any power training or sprinting or the fast twitch stuff.
Right. There might be like a power clean in their program, but that's about it.
Yeah.
That's what we did in high school. Like we had it was all heavy lifting and then power cleans. Like that was the one like speed movement, and we were still just trying to lift it as heavy as we could. There was no emphasis on that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, cool, guys. I like it. So essentially what we're telling you is to condition yourself muscularly and cardiovascularly, the best thing to do is strength training with some interval weight training in there. If you have time to do steady state aerobic, do it. Hell yeah. Go for a walk, hop on the treadmill, get on the rower. Having a bad day, you need some low intensity recovery, do it. But you want to get the most bang for your buck, strength training is where it's at. Agreed?
100%.
Yep.
Yay, we win fitness.
So now we're going to take some few Q&As here.
Oh, yeah?
We sure are. Any second now.
Nathan didn't want me to talk about this, but I had a demon in my house this morning.
I don't want to talk about it because I heard you tell your 7 and your 7:30 and your 8 and your 8:30 and your 9. I got to hear all of it.
So Chase, this morning I woke up. My alarm goes off, and I realize it's a little early. Like, I can probably snooze for a minute or two. So I go lay in my living room on my couch. So I got my snooze going. It's like 9 minutes. So I fall asleep. I wake up to the sound of one of my son's toys going, "You see me, now I see you. Let's play a game of peekaboo." And I jumped up because that toy has to be turned on to work. It doesn't just turn on its own. So I was like, what the hell just hit that? Well, I have a dog, so I look over. My dog's asleep on the other chair. No toy around. I go look for the toy. I don't even see the toy. I'm like, it must be underneath one of the couches or underneath he has a little trampoline. So I'm like, whatever. I'm just freaking out. So maybe I was even in my dream. So I sit back on the couch. I'm sitting there. Boom. "You see me, now I see you." It goes off again. And I'm like looking in the corner now. I like have eyes on. I don't see it. And I'm freaking out. Because this thing's supposed to cycle through like 12 different songs. It never plays the same song back to back. And so I'm like, oh shit. So I started looking. I'm like looking for it. I'm like, all right, where's this stupid toy at? Where's this Scout toy? It's this little green dog. Well, I'm finally like, whatever. Like, I'm just freaking out. Like, try to chill out. I got the hairs in the back of my neck are standing up. The whole time I'm getting ready in the morning, I'm like looking through my shower curtain. Like, I'm like, I'm going to die. This is how I die. Evil Dead in my house. So I finally am about to leave out the house, and I'm like, I'm going to find it. So I pick up his trampoline. I move all his toys. I move the couch. I look under everywhere. It's nowhere. This toy is not in the house. I'm like, well, maybe it was outside my window in the living room. Like, because our living room is like right on my front porch. And it's like, maybe it was sitting on the front porch because we were outside playing yesterday. Maybe they left it outside and a cat jumped on it or something. Go outside, it's not out there. Finally, I'm like, well, normally, actually, we keep that toy in the car. So I go look in my wife's Yukon, open the door, it's sitting there. And I'm like, how the hell?
Did you hear it from the inside?
Yes. Yeah. And I stressed out so hard. I left my wife and kid to die at the house. I was like, whatever, demons got them. I'm out. I'm going to work. So I call my wife a little later, and I'm like telling her all this, and she's starting to freak out because she's with me. She's like, man, I agree. Oh, we got a call coming in? Either way,
we do.
It was a different toy. So there's no demon in my house. But, man, all morning I was stressed out.
Moral of the story is don't snooze.
Don't snooze, yes.
Just don't snooze.
Yo.
Hello?
Hey, what's
dude?
up, man?
What's up?
How you doing today, dude? You coming to work out?
Dude, I'm pumped.
Heck yeah.
You're already there, aren't you?
You've never
Yeah.
been pumped to work out at that gym ever once.
No, I'm pumped today. I just ate some chicken.
Dude, you're like Evan's arms, dude. No pump.
No problem. All right, dude. What do you want to know?
All right, so
What?
why should someone work out with y'all at Studio Fit?
Ooh.
With us?
Hit us deep.
Why do you?
Why do I work out?
With
The
us.
turntable.
I love your interview tactic. That's just a question. Boom. Questions back out.
Wait, hang on. We'll tell you why, and then you answer the question too.
Okay.
So number one reason to train with us at Studio Fitness.
Well, he trains with you. You lead, buddy.
Well, I think for the average person coming to our gym, is you will not find a better culture as far as what we preach and what we offer and just how the gym runs. You're not going to find a better, more comfortable place to come work out. On top of that, you have trainers there that are very knowledgeable. Okay. We've been there we've got 20 plus years training experience combined. We know what we're talking about. Training programs are going to get you where you want to go, depending on whatever goal it is. But the most important thing is probably just the environment. That's my answer.
Yeah.
I can second that. We definitely have a culture of it's not you versus everybody else in the room. It's you versus you, so that you don't feel so like intimidated when you walk through the doors. It's like, no, I'm here and I'm accepted. I'm not even though if I'm not the biggest, baddest, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to feel intimidated, and you don't have to feel gawked at. Like, if you're one of those ladies that doesn't like going to big box gyms and being stared at by a bunch of creepers, we're the place to be.
Are you one of those ladies, Tyler?
No, I'm not.
It's like, I love being.
I agree 100%. This place is cool.
You feel like you've increased your athleticism since working with us?
I do. I've been coming to Studio Fitness for like 3 summers now, and I love it.
What's your favorite exercise that Evan makes you do?
Probably front squats.
Front squats?
Yeah, they're my favorite.
Remember that video you sent me yesterday? You're lying, dude.
What was the video?
Just for frame of reference for the viewers.
I'll send it to Chase, and Chase can pull it up.
What's your end goal with your training right now?
Airdrop it in my computer.
Do what?
Well, right now I'm
It's
I'm
real
really just trying to
Instagram.
get stronger and gain weight while I do it.
Yeah, but like, why? Like, you're obviously working towards a goal. You're an athlete.
Well,
you play hockey.
Right. I play hockey, so my goal is to just be in the best shape I can by the end of this summer. So when I go to my season, when I leave, I'll be in top shape.
I mean, the key for you is to get stronger than put on some mass.
And
Right.
you're going to play out of state, right?
Yep.
Did you pick a state? Did you pick a team?
So for now, it looks like I'm going to be going to play in Connecticut.
Bro, you told me Alaska yesterday.
Alaska's
Well, okay. It depends on a lot of things. It'll either be Alaska or Connecticut.
Well,
you
at least
told me
they're both close to each
They're
other.
two different. They're two different leagues, though, aren't they?
Well, I don't know. It depends on what I want to do.
Hey, hold on. We're about to check out this video you sent, Evan.
Bro,
Ego lifting alert.
I like it.
All right.
you won't.
Is
You're not
this
gonna like
something?
it.
Am I gonna like it?
He just.
Jesse's gonna scream.
Dude,
Jesse's
don't-
gonna love it.
Dude, don't.
Hey,
Don't
turn.
let
Hey, volume all the way up, Chase.
I've already had a pretty traumatic day, guys. I don't
Please.
know if I can handle this. Am I gonna hear a snap?
The guy's shorts have the largest Nike suit in the world.
He is Nike made. He's this goddess.
He said, "Just do it."
He's the goddess of victory.
I think it won't play Instagram.
What?
No.
We were so excited.
Man, thank God.
What are you
honestly.
on right now?
I'm on my computer.
I know, but why?
Jamie would be so much better.
Dude, get it together, Jamie. Dude, I'm glad.
Are you on your Instagram?
Stop zooming in on it. I don't want to see it closer. Yeah, Instagram's weird, dude. It has to be like a mobile thing. That's all right. You know what? Probably better off for it.
Oh, I wanted y'all to see it.
Why do you like front squat? I mean, I honestly like a front squat better than a back squat. What do you like about it? Just like you feel like you can lift heavy, or is it just like you don't have to ever do a lot of them, so it's like you know that it's gonna be an easy day?
Yeah, I mean, whenever I walk in, he's like, we're doing front squats. I'm like, part of me hates it, part of me loves it. But after I do them, I just feel accomplished.
Yeah,
I think front squats are one of the best exercises for pure strength.
yeah. The little overhead press at the end of it. Turn it.
Oh, shut up, dude.
They all make fun of me. I think the most functional movement you can do is a front squat to press, like a squat press.
Yeah, you and somebody else. We all know.
Who?
No,
No, you know who.
I
I
really.
thought you were talking about me. I'm like, no.
Who?
Ross Edgley.
I wish it was Ross.
He used to work at our gym.
Is it Gary?
Remember we had that conversation of like, if you could pick one move, what would it be?
I mean, think about that. What's yours? One.
Gary couldn't even press. He had broken shoulders.
That's why he dreamed of it. It's like
I don't
If I had
know.
to pick one movement,
Yeah, like what's your best favorite move?
My favorite's a hand clean.
Not favorite, most functional. Like what's the most functional, like single movement? I guess a front squat press is like a complex, really.
Clean squat press.
Clean squat press.
I'd have to go power clean over hand clean.
I love
Because you're getting the deadlift out of it too.
Yeah, that's true.
I like the equal and opposite movements.
Yeah.
So, are you in season right now, Tyler? Or are you out?
No, I'm out of season right now.
You won't train when you're out of season, right? I mean, I'm sorry, when
I
you're
won't be in
when
Connecticut,
you're in
bro.
season.
I'm being Connecticut.
No, I won't train here during the season.
Oh, so you're doing your full season in Connecticut. This isn't just like a league.
He's moving to Connecticut.
Oh shit!
Bro, what do you not understand about?
I thought he was going to play like a summer. It's summertime. I thought it was like a summer league up there or something.
Hey, he's an adult now.
He's graduating.
He's 18.
Oh shit, dude.
So he's going to play for this like minor league team instead of going to college.
Ah, you guys didn't explain that to me well. Okay. Wow, dude, that's
I thought
freaking
it was
awesome.
kinda common sense.
So I get why you'd want to go to Alaska. I thought this was a short-term thing. Like, what's it matter where you go? But that's a big deal.
No, it'd be for the whole season.
No,
What,
bro.
what do they have in Connecticut? Like apple trees or something? Like
Dude, I don't know.
I forgot it was a state, so I have no idea.
Connecticut? What is that? Is that Indian?
it's like the size of Dallas County, right?
Connecticut's awesome, dude. It's beautiful up there. You'll love it.
Yeah.
That is
I do
where
have some other
Yale
questions.
is, huh?
Oh, you got more questions?
Yeah, I
Let's
thought we
go.
were just gonna make fun of you.
Dude, I got 3 more questions.
Good lord! All
Shit,
right.
well, there's 3 of us. One apiece. Go.
All right, yeah, you each get one apiece.
Okay.
All right. The second one is, which food is most helpful for increasing bicep size?
Evan can tackle that one.
It's not egg, steak, chicken, pizza. None of those work. So.
Not white rice. Evan eats 4 cups a day.
Tyler, the answer is cheese.
That's true. I hate cheese.
If you eat cheese,
Wait, no. Okay, I got a question for Jesse.
Yes.
You move quick.
All right. How do I lose weight? Like doing less exercise and eating pizza?
how do you lose weight by eating only pizza
Uh,
and working out less?
Yeah.
Eat smaller pizzas.
hit Dairy Queen for a blizzard at least twice a week.
What do you mean? Okay, so what do you mean by
Wait, hang on. Is this a
Working
personal
out.
attack on Jesse?
Yes, it was just like the bicep one, and now he's. What do you got for me, Tyler?
I don't just eat pizza.
All right, this is my last question. This one's for you. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Why do I yawn when I lift weights?
Bro, we don't know.
Is that a personal attack? 'Cause if it is, I didn't get it.
You
At
just
all.
look sleepy all the time.
It's called 315 alarms. That's what it is.
It's
okay,
it's
I
a
see.
response to your nervous system being fatigued. That's all.
Okay.
That's why you yawn in general.
Is it like lack of oxygen or something like that?
I'm not.
Is that true?
I don't know if it's oxygen based. I think it's like seriously just CNS
I think
based.
90% of the time I yawn, it's because somebody else in the room yawned.
Yes, it's a neurological thing. It's just like when you're fatigued, like when you lift heavy weights, you like drain your CNS and your body just responds with a yawn. I think it's supposed to simulate like trying to take a big gasp in like to gain energy, but it just evolved out of it and turned into like that weird thing we all do.
Nope.
Here we go.
My brain knows it's not real.
I could be totally false, Tyler. I just made that up on the fly.
Hey, it sounds good.
All right, man. We're gonna play some spike ball when we get there
Hey, thanks for calling, dude.
for your warm up.
Dude, thanks for having me on. I'm just very honored.
You have fun in Connecticut. Or
I'll-
You're gonna see
see
in
you
about 10
in-
minutes. So.
okay.
Yep.
He's at the gym right now.
I'll be seeing you.
All right, later, man.
Yeah.
God, thank God that's over. He's a good kid, man. I cannot believe he's about to graduate.
I didn't realize he was 18. He's
He's killing it. All right, well, next week we're gonna do a little 2 truths and a lie. We teased that last week and we didn't do it. It's a good opener.
I'm not a good thinker. I don't know.
Well, you have a whole week.
I won't think about it till 10
I'll say
o'clock
we-
next
yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll work on it. I'll come up with 2 truths and a lie. We should do it for each other. 2 truths and a lie about each other.
We don't know that much about each other.
I literally know everything about both of you. Tell me a lie. I bet I know if it's a lie or a truth. Yeah, one?
See, I'm not good at this game. I'm not a good thinker.
Are we telling a lie or a truth? Because I want to.
Well, you asked me for a lie, right? Or
Okay,
truth?
yeah.
No, or truth. You're gonna
tell
guess.
me. I'm gonna guess.
I saw my first boob at Hawaiian Falls in the wave pool.
That was so specific. That's got to be true.
It's so true.
Really? How'd that happen?
Dude, Narton, road wave, dude.
Evan was stuck in the deep end. He's like, I can't get out of the pool.
Oh my god! Hurricane Tata came rolling.
It's a good day.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's funny.
I felt my first boob on the school bus and almost threw up because I didn't expect the texture.
I know that's true because you told me that
100%
before.
That was so.
You were
weird.
expecting a bag of sand.
I don't know what I was expecting. I was like, oh. I think I was thrown up from like shame and guilt and just like I shouldn't be doing this more.
That response is why that one girlfriend of his broke up with him because he thought he was gay. She's
Yeah.
like, no, I heard about the bus.
Wait, what?
I had to go break up with me because she thought I was gay. I think that was a cop out though. She just didn't like my boyfriend. Yeah, it's cool though. She spent most of her time looking in the mirror, fixing her hair. So I was like, "Psh, maybe you're gay. You love yourself. Nathan,
I say I'm not good at this game.
we just both just told fun stories. I don't think we did two truths and a lie. We're like, hey, what's your first boob story? Seems like we got a theme.
Man, we were off topic.
It was at a party summer before my sophomore year.
Man,
That's it. I saw a boob.
just one?
No, I saw both of them. But y'all didn't specify whether or not it was one or two, so I didn't.
Oh yeah, that's true. Was it just one for you? Like just like
No, dude, the whole top came straight out. Like the road, dude, that wave took her out.
That's rough, dude. That was fun. Were there waves involved in your experience?
Nope.
What about nausea?
There's nothing here that I really want to.
So you're leaving details out. I can see it in your
No,
face.
I'm moving on to different stories, but there's just not a whole lot here that I want to express too openly. That I think our only listeners are my parents and my brother right now. So,
Oh, well, I bet your mom laughs. I know her.
okay.
No, not about the new thing. Yeah, you can keep that.
First time I got caught at a party with alcohol, I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
Truth or lie?
Truth.
It's a lie. Weren't you 15?
No, I was 13.
Oh, damn.
I feel like you got the dates wrong.
It was like right before my freshman year.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And I got caught on MySpace. Jesse Toms posted a picture of me with a Bud Light in my hand.
Oh, gay.
Jesse Toms is an idiot.
Wow, dude, supporting Bud Light even back then. Proud of you.
Yep.
Yeah, that sucks. That's a crappy way to get caught.
Yep. Especially because, and my parents will never believe this, I was not drinking it. I was just like, nobody else talk to me about drinking because I don't want to be here.
What?
Why were your parents on your MySpace?
I don't remember who found it. My aunt or somebody did. I don't know.
Tom called him and said, "You need to see this." Freaking Tom.
Yep.
My number one friend for life. You guys remember the fights you get in with your friends about who's their number one?
Your top
You'd have
top
like,
five,
you could have
whatever
like
it
a
was?
top 20. Remember, you could adjust how many top people you had. I don't know. If
MySpace was a trip, dude.
it was cool though.
What was your background? You remember?
No, I don't remember.
Your wallpaper?
That.
Buccaneers?
I
Tampa
had
Bay
Fox
Buccaneers.
Racing and Electric Blue.
I bet you did. I can see your profile right
I don't
now.
remember any of that.
Dark hair.
Dude, if you were to find those,
I know,
oh my
exactly,
god.
I know exactly what you look like on your MySpace.
Nah, dude, Frosted
Dude,
Tips.
hey, pull up MySpace real quick. Is this still a website?
It's got to be.
What time is it?
This is important. Do it.
It's not
Oh,
important.
MySpace. Can't remember my song though. I think I changed it a few times.
How is this still a website?
It's still a bad website too. I can't read anything. They messed that whole thing up. Can you go to sign in?
There's no way you remember that.
Yeah, dude. Come on. Hey, sign in. Far left on the bottom left.
Over here?
Yeah, keep going. Or
Sign
no,
in.
I don't need to sign
Sign in
up.
is right
Hey,
below.
bro, I got one.
He's like, I've got one.
All right, sign in. Let's go. So, Afro Boy 24. I'm scared. At AOL.com, sorry.
There's no way you know
AOL.
this password.
I'm going to try. All right.
I think I know mine.
Panthers, Panthers. 20. Just try that. Just try that.
Just Panthers? You didn't add anything else to it?
No, dude, we're a little. All right, hey, hold on. Try this. Capital P, Panthers. I'm pretty sure it was Panthers. 20. Try that. If that's not it, I don't know. I'm out. No. Man, I was excited. I remember that was my old password for everything. Oh, well. Another day. I'll figure that out. We'll go through our MySpace profile
I
next
don't
time.
want any
No, it's
part of
happening,
Dude,
dude.
mine would be so cringy.
No, dude.
Can we not do that on this?
That's what this is for. To get to know you, Nathan.
People don't need to get to know me.
Don't subject yourself to the public light if you don't want someone diving in. Oh, man. I love it. All right. Maybe we'll have a guest speaker next week. We got a little extra microphone there. See if we can't get the late, great Stephen Floyd to come on. Talk a little about his fitness journeys.
He has a job. He can't just come here Wednesday at noon.
We'll get him. All right. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks for tuning in today to the Father Figure Fitness Podcast. For more info about our producer Chase and the owner of Rockwell Recording Studio, visit www.cha5e.me.
Visit www.rockwallrecordingstudio.com for more details. The best place to reach us and ask questions is on our Father Figure Fitness page. It's on Facebook. It's a private group, but we have a lot of dads in there that we talk about all the things pertaining to your fitness. So if you have any questions, find us there and ask them, and we'll answer them on our podcast. Thanks, guys.